Welcome back to Community BattleCast PrimeTime. I'm your host, Doomtanker, and in this episode we got news, mods, fan art, and Sybert's back. So let's get your battlefield fix and get to the news. Well, we finally got some news about Generals 2, as in a total name change, and it's free to play. Yep, you heard me, free to play. According to a long forum post by EA Sire, quote, "You don't have to pay $60 up front for a game that you haven't played before. You can start for free to play and play for free. Everything is packed into the Frostbite 2 engine, which delivers a never-before-seen level of visual awesomeness for the CNC franchise. If you like the game, then there will be possibilities to support the development with cool customization options that'll give you the power to differentiate your armies from everyone else on the battlefield." Now, this is definitely huge, guys. It sounds like they're trying to do something like End of Nations, but possibly with a single-player campaign as well. There's a huge forum post by EA Sire, as well as a new trailer, and apparently the initial release of it is going to feature the Generals 2 content they've been working on, and he's also made notes about actually revisiting the Red Alert and the Tiberium universes too. So, we'll have to see how this plays out. You can check out the trailer and read the full post by EA Sire on the links below. You can also sign up for the beta. I know I will, because I want to see how this is going to work. Tiberium Alliance sets itself apart from the other browser games by adding what most MMOs have for players who've maxed out, and game content. Now you and your alliances can face off against the Forgotten and try to recover the Tacitus for your own faction, giving you an edge over the other alliances. You can read the full patch note post in the link below. The Communication Center, a site dedicated to the classic titles in the series, the original CNC and Red Alert, is celebrating 5 years online. This is a big thing for any fan site. Give them a visit today. Can't get enough Command & Conquer in your Minecraft? Well, check out the CNC Minecraft project. These guys have done a lot of digging, literally. Check out the full forum post and see all their creations and blocks. Hopefully they don't run into any creepers. A new version of OpenRA has been released, including early support for Dune 2000. Head on over to their official website and get it now. Also, don't forget to check out the CNC LEGO 4 season finale, where Z Hypnotist gives a special live action speech before it all begins. Or ends. You won't want to miss it. Long and most action-packed episode yet. So hit up the link, sit back, and relax. And now it's time for the mod spotlight. Time to itch that mod fix for you. So let's get to it. Metal Omega has posted a recruitment for assistants in their mod on their Facebook. They're looking for map makers, voice actors, music composers, 3D artists, graphic artists, translators, and beta testers. Quite a lot to cover. So if you got what it takes, head on over to their Facebook page and sign up. The guys over at CNC The Vortex have been working hard on the Brotherhood of Nod faction, and have showed off 2 new retextures for some structures. The Nod Tacitus library and the Pyramid of Light. They've also shown off some Terran soldiers in the General's engine. Now that would be fun. Zerg rushing some overlords, only to cut them down with an obelisk. You can check out the pictures and check out their mod database page to keep an eye on this mod. CNC Reloaded is a mod for Yuri's Revenge that pits the Allies, Soviets, and Yuri against the Brotherhood of Nod and GDI. Which side will be victorious? Pick a side and wage the war for yourself. This is an older mod, but it's still a fun one to check out. Another cool Yuri's Revenge mod to check out is It Came From Red Alert. This brings the classic Red Alert action into the RA2 engine. It's even been featured in Total PC Gaming, so this one's definitely worth a look. Remix Escalation is a mod for 0 Hour that adds 3 new generals and hundreds of new units to the action. This one's actually pretty fun, and definitely worth a play. Remember Renegade X? That awesome indie game that we haven't talked about in a long time? Well, check this out. The team is back, and they've got some exciting news regarding the standalone multiplayer release. Mainly, they've done some alpha testing for the platform. They're also looking for some new recruits to join the team. If you want all the details, you want to see images, hit up the article below and check out their website. Last but not least, these aren't exactly mods, but they're interesting maps, so I thought I'd throw them in here. Do you ever want to get that mega kill or that monster kill in a Tiberium wasteland? Well, courtesy of the French website, the Map Factory, here are 2 DM maps for Unreal Tournament 3, Tiberium SE and the Wasteland. These are actually pretty fun to play on. Oh, and just be sure to watch out for the Tiberium. And now it's time for the moment you guys have been waiting for a couple months now. It's the BattleCast.
I'm your host, Sybert. Our first game is Red Alert 3, and we have Yui as the Cyan allies in the bottom left, and as the Red Empire in the top right is Looney. The map is Battle Base Beta. Yui starts the game with Peacekeeper aggression and is able to do some damage before getting cleaned up by Tengus. Looney pushes out with his Tengus for some harassment, but Yui is up to 4 ore nodes and he's got static D to keep them safe. Yui has been focused on harassment, but Looney still has a larger army. Yui uses Athena cannons to try and help his odds, while Looney Looney waits to engage. Looney waits too long and Yui is able to do massive damage to Looney's main. Looney returns the favor, clearing out all of Yui's production structures except a barracks. Looney rebuilds his MCV on the water and is able to get out shoguns. Yui mops up Looney on the land, but with no way to kill Looney at the sea, he calls it GG. We're moving on to Fire Island with Warston as the Orange Allies and Sinister Hooker as the Red Soviets. The action in this game starts early on and doesn't stop. Infantry wars are the standard early on, but as the players tech up and expand, they bring tanks and even an MCV into the fray. That's right, Sinister advances on Warston's expansion and sets up a Tesla coil and barracks to help him hold the position. Warston eventually kicks him out and goes on the offensive, but Sinister switches to Twin Blades and goes for some heavy harvester harassment and does massive econ damage to Warston. The Twin Blades slowly get cleaned up by IFVs, but then it's back to tanks. Apocalypse tanks, that is. Sinister has the tech advantage, but Warston's micro of his cryocopters win him the day. To round out this BattleCast 3, we've got a great match from CNC4. Starting as the Nod team on the right side, we have Yan Ying, CK1175, Rust 2012, 525660, and Hemlion. Then as the GDI team on the left, we have Virus, Lava Flow, Fubar, Pathfinder, and Berserker. The map is Blood and Sand. The GDI team grabs an early point lead while the Nod team grabs 3 control points, and both teams fight for Tiberium so they can tech up. Nod slowly gains the point lead as GDI focuses on capturing Tiberium for those crucial upgrade points. Both teams slowly roll out the tier 3 upgrade. Nod continues to hold the majority of control points and gets further ahead in the points while huge battles rage across the map. Even a blue Tiberium crystal detonates, unleashing destruction and an ion storm. The clock winds down and the GDI clan just can't catch up. This ragtag team of brothers and sisters pulls out a resounding victory.
And now it's time for community fan art. nodsoldiergirl and I have been searching through DA for another heap of fan art for you guys. First is an ominous picture of Cabal by MMKH called Cold and Calculating. Next is an awesome Tesla coil render by Aircraft Killer. Here we got a Lego GDI crawler and Mastodon by Venerated Stalingrad. Up next is a great Nod avatar sketch by Henskelion. Another beautiful painting is next by Art Magics of a Nod Black Hand Trooper. And finally we got an awesome 3D render of a GDI Predator tank by Elder of the Earth. And unfortunately, that ends another episode of Community BattleCast Primetime. As per usual, leave your feedback in the comments below or on the forums. And if you have any news, mods, or fan art you want to share with the Command & Conquer community, feel free to reach nodsoldiergirl at her email, nodsoldiergirl@hotmail.com. And we'll see you guys on the battlefield, and hopefully in the beta.